Hey there friends, and welcome back to episode 6 of my island map gameplay of Factory Town. I'm Icon and we're going to provide some happiness to our people today. While in the last episode I built up a nice little infrastructure that will provide me with all the necessary stuff that I'll need to build more mines, today I want to use that space I got here to get some nice agriculture going and sell a couple of these goods into the food market that I can't produce since a pretty long time. And I feel as if I skipped out these things a little bit too much because we can really profit from that. So without further ado, let's get started. So I want to start out with that apple grove here that I got. So we're going to pick up a farm, and it's going to be something like that. So let's see. You guys are... Wait a sec, it's not a farm necessary. Ah, my bad. We're needing a forester for that one. So keep mixing those up. The forester is working also with apple trees. So we're going to provide these materials to that kitchen here. Simple conveyor belt connection. There we go. So we now got apple juice from those apples, but I also want to have some output of those apples into the other direction because we can sell them raw as well. So here's the finicky part. Well, I think I'm going to go for several of these dudes just like that. Here we go. I mean, this won't be satisfying all the town's houses, but maybe I'll just move the houses a little bit upwards. I also have extra houses available. Ah, well, this will do the trick. So we're going to place this down like that. There's only a low amount of houses here covered by that, but that's okay. We're gonna get there. And let's do this. No, not a farm tile. I need roads. Has to be connected with a road, you know. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Wait a sec. Why aren't you? Why aren't you happy with that one? Is that road... Is that out of the range of this one? No, it's not. So what's the matter with you? So for some reason he wanted the road there. Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'll just get the job done here. So we're going to output these dudes and those dudes, and here we go. So this is a way more industrial approach than the stuff we did before, but I'm down for that, you know. This game's called Factory Town for a reason. So we're just gonna connect a couple of extra houses now. And, well, I'm pretty sure I'll also need a couple of extra apple trees for, to make this one work out as good as possible. So that's today's big goal for the episode, if you might want to say so. I want to try and really get something going here, you know. So we're going to need more apples here. That's why I'm amplifying the output of that one a little bit. And, well, let's see. At some point I should really start calculating how many items I'll need to maximize the outputs there, but that's not gonna be today. So, let's see. Is there room? Where's the room for yet another house? Here we go. I want to cram them together a little bit here to make sure that we're gonna be maximizing the profit from what I'm doing here a wee bit. Okay, but that's only the start. I mean, the nice part about all this is I can now plant out pretty much every kind of tree that I want to. So let's get out into the kitchen and see what I can do else. So of course we could go now for different types of juices. I could go for jam. What's sugar? Where do I get sugar from? there's only a handful of recipes here, so cooking is not the least little bit excessive or extensive here. No, no. It's a very simple. I love it. So we're going to start out with something really simple, and that's going to be bread. Because I don't have bread yet, and I want that. So we're going to, well, let's see. I got a farm over here. I mean, seriously. I got a farm? And I'm not using it. And I got a food mill. So we're selling right now the flour directly out of that. But what stays is the fact that I got a farm here that I'm not using properly. So I guess, well, I'll just ignore that wheat field. As charming as it might be, it just distracts me. Oh, look at that happiness go. So we can build now even more houses, so we're just starting out here, friends. I love it. Okay, so the apple trees are empty now. I mean, it'll take a while until we're gonna be capable of getting the job done here fully. I mean, basically, I'd need to place down tree planters below every single frickin' tree. Okay. So, let's start out with the wheat production. I want to put that a little bit off the side. So, let's go for something like that. And, going to go. So, let's go for a little bit of a larger thing for now. So good thing that I saved up a couple of coins there. So this will go into the feed mill. I'll take a little bit of a distance to have the freedom to expand this thing a little bit there in the future. And now we're going to need yet another kitchen to get that flour into bread. So here's another thing. Kitchens need fuel. So a couple of these recipes need fuel. I thought that you'd always need coal, but little did I know I can either burn manure or wood. So in this scenario, I'm going to go for wood, I'd say. So we're going to string up a forester here. And well, let's put that bad boy down there. And let's go for something like that. Oh, that's the wrong one. So here we are. So eventually I consider a splitter here for that one. So we can share that wood into different workspaces. But for now, well, what can I say? It's gonna take a while until this is really done. So let's put up another well. Provide water for these. I could also provide manure to these. Well, let's see. Let's talk about pastures. So let's see. Pasture would go somewhere down here, and we can produce all manner of different things. So animal feed is another product that would be extremely interesting to produce. So without animal feed, there's no nothing here. So let's start out with animal feed then. I mean, this farm here will take quite some time until it's getting anything done. I'm well aware of that. But, well, we'll just set up the infrastructure and the rest will follow, I'd say. So we're going to use this one as an output for this. So I guess extra workers won't help anything right now. We'll just have to wait until the farms are actually providing. So we're producing eggs here, so I got no clue if an egg goes down a chute or not. So is there actually a way of finding out what can be transported via a chute or not? Rolls valid items. That's really something that I was wondering lately, whether or not you can how you can find out what kind of goods can be chuted and which can't. So here we go. Our first fields are going to be ready soon. So let's see. Do I have crab again? Yes, I do. All right. Can't wait to see these getting done. And all right. So wait a sec. This is nonsense. Pasture just needs the food. Oh yeah, there goes the affinity. What we need is actually another food mill producing animal food here. That's what I need. The question there is, should I provide a own? Well, I don't want to provide a own farm for that one. I trust that the output of this farm will be enough to get the job done here. All right. So let's see. Ah, they don't have any recipes selected. Ah, of course, because there was no good to begin with. That makes absolutely sense. Okay, so now animal feed made out of wheat. So there we go. Oh, whoops. This has to go like that. And now we can just output that stuff right there. Okay. So of course, I guess a couple of extra workers won't hurt to get the harvest in quicker. And now let's just output that stuff towards the next food market. So here we go. These houses are already level 3. I built them less than 10 minutes ago and they were level 1 there. Let's see. The eggs. Okay. This is actually a very low tier product, so we shouldn't be too excited there. Okay, much more exciting will be the bread, but let's see. I really should start trying to build a chute to see whether or not goods can be put down a chute or not, but this doesn't look good. I mean, bread doesn't exactly sound like something that could roll down a chute, but you know, I had to try. I hope you understand. So, nice. Really, really nice. Food mass production. So, let's string up a couple of houses wherever they can be fit in and where they don't really hurt. But I think this starts to work out in a really, really wonderful way. Okay, so we're closer to the next happiness goal. And I mean, happiness is also something that's just worth getting it because, you know... Wait a sec, shouldn't this also be influencing my work capacity positively? Wasn't happiness good for that? Increases and adds per worker production speed to all buildings connected to a town center. So I guess that's okay. Now it starts to make sense. So that also would be a way of influencing the production of my buildings positively. So yeah, the mine here has that happiness bonus, whereas all that infrastructure back here doesn't, because it's not connected to my town hall. Oh man, that's something I didn't pay attention to as of yet. All right, I like depth. So, but overall, this whole thing here seems to work out pretty decently. The only thing that we still need are more farm tiles, because more output is good. So I'm pretty sure that this farm can provide even more output, I mean. So next time I'll build differently. These squares right next to the farm, they weren't that good actually, now that I think more closely about it. But anyways, we're just starting out. That's all just fine. Okay, so bread is now done. So chicken, can you sell raw chicken actually to the people? Yes, you can, but you also can sell cooked chicken, and that's a lot better. So let's see, we're going to produce chicken over here. So raw chicken goes like that. So let's see if I upgrade the amount of workers here even more. When will I have more grain than we can possibly... So this one here is actually already being kind of like overfed. It's pretty good. So let's get that splitter going. And I'll just make that happen like this. So every second package goes down this way. I really like how this works. So we're going to put down a kitchen. Well, how we're going to transport that chicken to the kitchen, or the other way around. I could also try and transport that wood somehow differently, or... Wait a sec. Okay, no, that doesn't work. So let's start out first with this one. Cooked chicken. I mean, the raw chicken obviously can go into the food market as well, but... Let's see, how will I get some wood in there? Oh yeah, I got an idea. I got a really nice idea. So, does this actually work? Oh yeah, it does. Awesome. So, here's the next question. Can these just cross each other? No, they can't. Oh. Stop right there. But I think there could be a tool to make this happen and work. But we're going to go for the other way around. So here goes. Let's see. Another test if I really learned my stuff. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And here goes. So this one is only grabbing... So the food mill interferes here, okay. But only because it places down a grabber here, so now it should work. Now it should not take any output anymore. Yeah, here we go. I did it. Those little bridges across those gaps, they really turn out to be a very useful tool. Okay, so now we're going to... Pretty sure, yeah. Can't afford. Tragic. So we'll have to wait until I have more of these conveyors produced. I wasn't prepared for such a strain on my production chains, but seriously, we could actually just amp up the productivity of this one, you know? Let's see what that'll do. This should, by the end of the day, increase everything, you know? Okay. I really love these chains of production already. It's, this is in its own way very, very satisfying because you always have some sort of usage for your goods. Everything in this game has a way more, a stronger sense of, well, self-fulfillment, I'd almost say. So everything you provide in this game has some purpose, you know. It's easier to perceive what stuff is good for than in games like Factorio. Sometimes in Factorio you build stuff where you really got no effing clue why you're building it. But you know that you're building it because you're going to need it. You know that you will need it, but you won't be knowing why. And that's all, these are all some complications that here it's all a little bit easier to understand, you know. I produce meat, and that meat's going to be cooked, and that meat's going to be eaten by people. Way more simple than producing semiconductors or silica wafers or other fancy things that highly civilized production chains could need. So enough of that. We're going to go and plant down some pear trees here because I can, you know. So this time I'm going to, let's see, put down the pear trees here. They're quite costly, so let's grab a couple of tree planters. And attach another kitchen. And oh, pear jam. Oh, that would be interesting too. But for now, we're just going to go for the juice. As soon as I have produced the necessary amount of conveyor belts, that is, of course. So, and beyond that, it'll all take a moment to grow, of course. So let's see. I feel as if this place could use a couple of extra workers. There we go. Maybe one less extra worker. So at some point I do understand that it's going to be way more appealing to use coins to boost the production of buildings rather than using workers, because workers, you know, at some point you won't have any further workers to invest there. Okay, so this production, this field here is on heavy strain. Let's just upgrade the fields where I can. Okay, so pear trees will take a while longer until they are fully grown. The only thing that I'd really like to do here is to provide a similar chain like we did there, but yeah, I definitely seem to need a larger warehouse capacity of these cloth conveyor belts, because 20 of these each, that just doesn't cut it anymore, you know? We obviously need more than that. Generally, there seems to be a large upscaling up ahead of me, but I mean, that's something wonderful after all. Okay, so we could go here completely crazy with more of these kitchen wonders, but not for today. These jams, they look interesting too. Butter? It's being made out of milk. Cheese. Veggie stew. Oh yeah, 24 yellow coins, 25 yellow coins, 35 yellow coins. So there's berry cakes. 100 yellow coins. I really wonder what the game will fling at me to justify such earnings, you know? It's just like, right now I have no clue why the heck I should ever need such amounts of coins. Doesn't seem to be necessary at this point, but I do know that if it looks like that, we're going to need way more than that in the future. So let's see. I obviously could upgrade the production speed of those. If I just upgrade the output of wood here. I really like how it feels to adjust work routines here. And I really like how you're being penalized from being too far away from a town center. And how important road connections are after all. So this is still not really good, what I'm doing here. This is okay. But if I would be doing it really good, I'd have a town center in the vicinity connected to roads to all with... I don't know if it has to be road connected, but I guess it has. So roads connecting all these little places there to make sure that I'll get this happiness bonus into those buildings. So there's a lot that I can do to go deeper and stronger here. I like that. There's really a lot of potential for optimizing here. Okay, but enough of that. Let's see what can I do here next. So that food mill, well, so here we are at the point where the belts are the actual problem. I can't produce faster than that because the belts can't provide a fast transition of goods there. We hit that point, guys. So the only way I could increase now the production of that food mill would be by providing another input, something like getting another pipe in, or just upgrading the belts, which seems to be a good next step. I mean, I totally skipped on upgrading anything technologically today because I really wanted to go into some of the new things that I can do right now, you know. I have upgraded my whole procedures that much, and I haven't really did anything new beyond that. So, you know what? We're going to do this like that. We're going to build up another pasture. I have another axis there after all. So let's see, how could I do this? I want to cook some more food, so we're going to put the pasture over here. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be the easiest way to pull this off. So we're going to go for that one, and I want to have beef now too. So beef needs a lot of animal feed and a lot of water. So it's but it's also producing fertilizer, so it's a little bit of a more complex recipe. So we're going to start out and provide the water here. So I'm going to use the wood conveyor belts. I mean, I still have those jolly old good fellows, so let's use them. And here goes another food mill. So that food mill will produce exclusively for that shack here. So we're going to put that over here. And, well, I know that it really pains me to do this, but I'll have to. Building is blocked. So I can't build over these, I guess. So we're going to do this like that now. Boom. And this is going to be so Can I put a grabber on these? So, why doesn't it work? Ah, because there's a height issue there. Oh my god, this is annoying. Okay, so I think it should be a lot easier to make it happen like that. So, let's see. This one doesn't know to which building he's connected. Yeah. I think, yeah, here, this little slope here is trolling me. I should have removed that from the get-go, but that doesn't matter. So, also, this place is producing flour. Oh, gosh. So, things are a little bit messy today. So, but now it's going to be okay. So finally, all right, that one was a little bit more complicated than I liked it to be. So here goes another wonderful thing that I figured. We're going to build a grabber for fertilizer. And since I already destroyed so much of my farm, I figured let's just keep going. And return something to this place. Here we go. So the fertilizer will make the fields grow faster, as far as I understand things. Here we go. So next step is going to be the meat. And here goes another kitchen. I'm going to drop that kitchen over here. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. The pier farm is going. So cooked beef. And we're just going to add another splitter here. And give that kitchen what it needs. Like that. And now we'll... Oh, wait a sec. Oh, that won't work like that. I can't just simply put that stuff in here on this edge, because I'll need a slope to get that stuff onto. So we're going to make it work differently then. Good idea. So we're going to... Well, no, I didn't need to have another grabber. No. So here we go. Here goes the meat. But we're going to do a little bridge over here. So there we go. And the splitter goes then here. So problem solved. Like that. So let's do the same thing over here. Oops, is that correct? Yeah, it's just a longer bridge. So we're going to put out here. And it's going all the way down to the food market. So I'm pretty sure that I can use the same chute there, like I did. Yeah. It doesn't care. Oh yeah, here we go. Beautiful. So that also means I don't need that kind of massive carpet of conveyors. I could actually build that a lot leaner. Okay, I'll learn something again. Keep learning, you know. So Let's see. Working out decently, doesn't it? So this place here, though, doesn't produce quickly enough anymore, so we'll have to put up another one there. Okay, so we got it. I feel as if this is a massive upgrade to what we did before. I might be setting up a third grove down here with trees to provide juice and fruit for this one. And the idea here, I mean, this is here, most of that conveyor belt is being unused. I just feel like I had a big bad brain fart there when I tried to put these together like that. But you know, that's okay. We're just starting out, like I keep saying, and things are quite cool as they are right now. So houses are leveling up quite decently fast. There's a lot of stuff in their inventories now. So let's see, how's the meat going? So cooked beef. 100% of houses are happily supplied with this item. Okay. So that's that for today's episode. I just wanted to build up a little bit of an of a industrial complex to check out what we can do nowadays. So, for example, this bridge here was totally unnecessary. I could have just stringed that in here, but it's okay. I'll do it better next time. This this whole complex here, that's the beautiful thing, will work like this for an indefinite amount of time and will produce money for me without any hassle. So I did get myself a good something good here. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Next episode I will be going into progression again. So we're going to research machinery, and well, I'll research basic medicine real quick because I think, yeah, just like I thought, the apothecary sells medicinal goods, and the medicine hut, I'm pretty sure that's where you produce these new items. So this is where we're starting to gain blue coins. So oh yeah. All right, as you see there, we're going to either go for the next tech level or go into the medicine part. I haven't figured out yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it, whatever it may be. So drop your comments down below, leave me a thumbs up on that video if you enjoyed, and of course, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. It was my pleasure. See you guys next time.